Alright, in this video I'm just gonna show you my electric guitar hooked up through my Focusrite. And but first I want to show you I'm just hooked up to my amp here, and the volume I'm set at pretty much, -4. I've got that much sound coming out of that. Now I'm going to keep that level volume set there, and now the next shot I'll go ahead and plug into the Scarlett. Alright, so I've connected my guitar with a 1/4" line going straight into the first input of the Scarlett. I got my volume control knob turned halfway up, and the amp line is going into the first headphone jack, and I've got that volume set to 1/4 of the way up. I'm going to turn on my amp here, turn on the Focusrite, maybe, there we go. Oh, I had it. There it is. Alright, and I just want to show you, I didn't touch that volume there, but that's the most sound I've got coming out of that amp. Is that normal for me to be losing that much sound? Do I have to, adjust these levels? I kind of thought that this much volume would have been, kind of clearly loud enough. But I have certainly lost a lot of volume, and I'm not going to get my volume until I crank up my amp, pretty much. And even then, there's not a full tone or full sound. Let's see how loud I've had to get there. It'll get fuller sounding as I get louder, but I'm almost maxing out on my amp. And I can adjust it here. I guess maybe is it the headphone knob where I have to do the main adjusting with the volume. Alright, so that's my first question. The next video, I'm going to go through all the inputs here and show you which ones I think I'm having issues with, so that we can figure this out. Alright, so in this video I'm in the second input. I've set the volume in the halfway mark. I've got the headphone volume set to halfway mark. And I've got my amp volume set to the halfway mark. I did it that way just so we could hear it nice and clear. But the problem is that you can't hear it other than from the electric guitar itself. There's nothing coming out of this amp. It is registering on the Focusrite, but there's no sound traveling through. I would probably have to, crank that before I start to hear something. I just feel like I'm losing a lot of volume here, or actually there is no volume, and I would have to really crank these levels, and you can hear that staticky, that empty airspace just crackling in that amp. So big change from input 1 with the volume and input 2. Next video I'm going to be going to input 3. Alright, I've got my jack in input 3, and you can hear it clearly. And I've got it at the halfway mark. The headphone volumes is at the halfway mark there, and my amp is at the halfway mark. And that is the third input. And the next test, I'm going to be going to the fourth input. Alright, and in the fourth input, volume, same levels with everything, and it's reading on the light meter, the gain's picking up, but there's nothing coming through the amp. Again, like the problems I was having with input number 2. So input number 1 and 3 seem to be working alright. Input 2 and 4 I'm having problems with. That's with the 1/4 inch line, but also overall with I feel like I'm losing a large amount of volume even through the first input compared to just being plugged into directly into my amp, like in the very first part of that video. So if you guys can figure that out for me, let me know if that's normal. If it is, what am I doing wrong and what should I be doing right? And if not, if it is an issue, let me know what we can do about it. Thanks a lot.